According to useelectionatlas.org, there are 50 million German Americans living in the United States, and I am one of them. Hence the reason why I brought an American flag and a German flag today. So I love both parts of these cultures. I don't really see them as separate cultures because I'm just around them both every day and I use them both in my everyday life. And today I will inform you just how I use both of them separately and then how I can incorporate them together. So I'll start with Germany, or my German side of my culture. My dad was born in Germany and he lived there until he was 25. And then once he turned 25, he decided to leave his parents and come to the U.S. for a better life. And he found that better life when he met my mom at the airport. She was the first person that he saw that was an American or talked to. Like 5 years later, I was born. So I was ever since I was born, I've been around like the German side, and my dad taught me the language at a young age. The first time I went to Germany, I was only like 3 or 4 weeks old, and to see my grandparents that still live there. I've been there a total of 5 times now. I love the country. It's a very beautiful place. I think the U.S. kind of has the wrong perception of Germans, especially little kids, because growing up, when people found out I was German, people would make jokes about me being a Nazi and me being the part of the Aryan race and stuff like that. But I don't really think too much of Germany's past. I kind of just see it as the beautiful country it is today. One way that I display the culture is by when I eat back home. For Christmas, we have a special German dish that is like a pork tenderloin dish with cheese sauce. It's really good, and then I don't know if any of you guys have heard of schnitzel, but it's just basically fried pork, but it's really good. My dad and I have only driven German cars. I drive a Volkswagen. He's driven a Mercedes, Volkswagen, BMW, stuff like that. So now I'll talk a little bit about my American culture. My mom's whole side of the family is American. We all pretty much just live in Nebraska, so we're all around each other all the time. We celebrate all the American holidays like the 4th of July and Memorial Day. When I was thinking of the American culture, it was kind of hard to come up with characteristics just because I'm around it every day, but I guess I could say that I pretty much drive everywhere, and that's kind of one of the labels that Americans have, is that we're really lazy and fat and stuff like that. And then another part that's huge in American culture is sports. And I've been around sports my whole life. I've played multiple sports and I still play one today. So ways that I incorporate them together is if you go to our house today, both flags will be up at our house outside, and then for the World Cup, which is like one of the biggest sporting events in the world, it comes every 4 years. I usually cheer for both teams, but this past World Cup, the United States was not in it, so I was just a German for that one. For Christmas, we also have an American dinner with it, like mashed potato with the pork tenderloin dish. We'll have mashed potatoes and things like that. And my whole family, including my German grandparents, we try to be all together for Christmas. So today I talked about the ways I display my German and American cultures separately, but also how I incorporate them together in my everyday life. I'm proud of where I come from, and I'm proud to be a part of the 50 million German Americans living in the United States.